So everyone just missed my hypeness because I just started recording. But Kayla, can you share your screen without needing to be a host?
No, because it's disabled.
Oh, let me just see. Okay, can you do it now?
Yes.
Yay.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should figure out how to do it first. Okay.
Perfect. I can see it.
Yes. Okay. I'll go ahead and dive right in. So, when Morgan and I were kind of talking about different topics to discuss on this team call, I brought up talking about income. And honestly, I was like, after I told her I was going to do this, I was like, okay, what direction do I actually want to take with talking about income? Because I feel like we could talk about 1,000 different things when it comes to this subject. And when I looked at my business when I first started this, I I like had income goals for myself with coaching, but I had zero confidence in myself to even believe that I was capable of earning any kind of substantial income with an online business, like zero faith in myself. So, thinking about what we get to talk about tonight and the fact that I get to talk about this with you guys, like it just comes full circle of how much you can grow and develop yourself in this business. It's so amazing. So tonight we're going to talk about income, but we're also going to talk about the drive to push your business and the motivation that it really takes to run a successful, thriving business. Like, I'm not going to go over the compensation plan with you guys. Like, you can easily look that up in the back office, but just going to give you a little kick in the pants of, if you want to succeed in this business, if you want to grow financially, what do you need to be doing? What actions do you need to be taking? And all of those things that come with it. So, a little bit about me and my story. If you don't know, I started working this business 3.5 years ago, and I was working full time at the time. I'm an athletic trainer. I was working a lot, and just was kind of doing this on the side. And that's how it was for a while until things started to pick up, until I got pregnant. And now I I work part-time at the job that I was previously working, but coaching is technically my full-time job, my full-time income, which, even saying that out loud, still doesn't seem real, but so many things can happen when you keep showing up. But as a coach, we always say, like, we would do this no matter what, whether we got paid or not. We love what we do. We love showing up every day. We love the workouts. Yes, I know that. That's okay to say that. But we also have income goals as coaches. And everybody does. We all think about this. Maybe you haven't dove into it a whole lot in your head, but raise your hand if you have any kind of income goal with coaching. Okay, so like a lot of people. And what I want you to do, kind of while you're listening to this, if you have a piece of paper or a note in your phone, write some of those down. Like, make it serious, make it big. Dream really big, because so many awesome things can happen when you do that and set your bar really high. But again, we also need to remember that there are going to be hard times. There are going to be setbacks. There are going to be things that get in your head that make you feel like you're not going to be able to do this and that you're not going to find success. So raise your hand again if you have ever doubted yourself in coaching, thinking that maybe you weren't quite good enough to reach those goals. I mean, I still feel like this on a regular basis, you guys. I know no matter how long we've been in this, we still feel this way. But you have to push past those barriers and you have to keep going. And then lastly, have you ever compared yourself to another coach, seeing how fast their success was, how much money they were making, and thinking, I'm not good enough because I'm not doing it that fast? Right. So all of us, like, we all come across these barriers. We all come across these things. But in coaching, no matter where you are in your business, you have to stay in your own lane. And I'm sure it's like, okay, get to the point a little bit of talking about income. But when running your business, when being a coach, in order to reach the income goals that you have, it takes patience, and it takes keeping your blinders on and focusing on your own business and how you are helping people and how you are changing your life, which is the most important part about what we actually do. So, again, this is not a short sighted business. You do not make $1 million overnight. You do not grow a massive team overnight. You can make a paycheck in the first day that you are a coach. But to build a long lasting, thriving, consistent, sustainable business, it takes time and it takes patience. So if you've been a coach for a week and you haven't signed anybody up, keep going. If you've been a coach for 2 months and you're struggling to hit Success Club, you have to just keep going. And I remind myself of this on a daily basis. If I'm having a struggle month, I've been in this for 3.5 years, I just have to keep going. And you do too, no matter what stage of your business you are in. It does not matter. But when you keep showing up, you are patient, it will come. Success will come when you keep doing the things and you stay in your own lane and you are patient with that. So, in order to really grow an income with coaching and make it lasting, is you have to treat it like a full business. And whatever you do in your business is going to be related to the goals that you set for yourself. So your first step is determine what your income goals with coaching are. This in itself is going to influence how you run your business, the skills that you work on for yourself, and how to help your team and to motivate other people. Like, we all have very, very different goals in this business. My goals are different than Morgan's goals, that are different than Casey's goals, that are different than Jesse's goals. We all have different lives. We all have different family situations. We all have different things that we do. So maybe your goal is to pay for groceries for the week for your family, or pay for daycare for your kid, or to pay off your student loans, or to quit your job. Like, maybe your job sucks and you hate it and you want to leave and you love coaching. So you make that your goal to coach full time. Awesome. But whatever goal you set for yourself, that is going to be a reflection of what you do on a daily basis. So when you're thinking about actions that you need to take to reach the goals that you set for yourself, the action that you put in is going to be the income that you make on a weekly basis. So what that really means is, if the action that you take if the action and goals that you take are just to hit Success Club, motivate the people who you bring in, and work on yourself. Like, awesome. That's so great. But that is going to get you only so far. And if your goals are to quit your full-time job and do coaching full-time, you have to take big, big, big action. And just hitting Success Club every month isn't going to get you there. And I know that's like, but we talk about Success Club all the time, and we'll get there. That's important. But when your actions are on top of actions, like hitting Success Club every month, ranking up your business, continuing to grow your team, supporting your entire team, all of those actions built up together are going to create a different realm of income for you in your business. Those are some of the steps that you need to be taking if you do have serious income goals for your business. And again, guys, not everyone is going to have those, and that is okay. We're all in different stages, but this is just teaching you how to grow a massive income and how to grow a really big, successful business that's going to last, and the steps that you need to take to get you there. So continuing on. So this is just a reflection of more of an example of myself. So when I was in my first year of coaching, I was consistently hitting Success Club. I was a diamond coach and was working in the little pockets of time that I had. I wasn't like super, like, I mean, I wouldn't say I was a hobby coach, but I wasn't like a super business building coach. And what I was making was about $1,000 a month. And that's awesome. Like, who doesn't need an extra $1,000 a month? Literally everyone does. So I was very, very happy with that. I was loving what I was doing. Like I felt like I was having this purpose. It was awesome. But there came a time when I realized there's bigger things that I could be doing with this. Like, what steps do I need to take to grow my income, to build this business even more than it is, and to make even more money every single month? And when I started consistently hitting Success Club, still, when I continued ranking up my business and building my business and growing my team and encouraging other people to treat this like a business like I was, and brought in and mentored an entire downline team. That sounds like a lot of things to do because it's part of a job and it is very challenging, but those tasks and that time that I put in to do all of those things combined, like an average monthly income grows from $1,000 a month to on the upwards of $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000 a month. Like, there are so many possibilities with income and coaching that you don't even realize are even possible until you start seeing some of those steps grow in your own business and realize that you can actually do it too. And I'm not here to talk about like how much money I make and how much money anybody else in here makes, but I want you to know the possibilities that come with this, and that if you have these big goals with growing an income with coaching, that this is your kick to start putting in the work, start doing the things, start showing up in sight of whatever goals you just thought about in the beginning. And then you're going to see what's possible with this, just like some of us have. And this is not easy. As we grow deeper and deeper into earning money through coaching, there are a lot of things that we need to remember. One of them is, obviously, do not ever compare your journey to someone else's. Like, you are you. Your business is never going to look like someone else's. And that's the cool part about it. This coaching, yes, we all do programs. We all like drink Shakeology. We all drink Energize. We all love it. But coaching is very, very individualized, and your income is going to be exactly the same way. When you start to compare your growing business to someone else's, I promise you it will suck the life out of you so freaking fast. Like, you will just lose all love for what you're doing. And I say that because I know that. Like, I have been there, and it's hard. Like, comparison is not going to go away. It is always going to be there, but you just have to keep your blinders on and try not to focus on that as much, and just focus on you and growing your team and supporting every single person that you bring in. Because the thing is, like, my business and my income looks different than Morgan's income, because I do not have very much time sometimes to dedicate to coaching. Morgan is a full-time coach. So don't ever, like, us who aren't full-time coaches, like, don't compare your journey to someone else who is a full-time coach, or don't compare your journey if you're just starting out as a brand new coach and 2 weeks in to somebody else who's been doing this for 3 years or 1 year or 3 months. Like, this is your journey. So focus on you and your team. And then whatever you are going to do right now is going to impact your business down the road. This can be good, this can be bad. And this is what we talk about when we say that this is not a short-sighted business. Like, whatever you do right now is going to influence everything for the next couple weeks, for the next couple months, for the next year or two. And while that sounds very, very dramatic, it's really not, because we're going to go through hard times in our business. We're going to go through hard times in our life where it's going to be really hard to show up for this job. And if you decide that you're going to take a break because, you know, things are just hard, you're just tired, so you're going to take a break. And then what's that going to show to every single person who's watching you, who was about ready to do this with you? That you're just backing off and you're not doing anything. So you making that decision now is going to influence your income down the road, because you decided to take that break. Or when you decide that you aren't going to be super supportive and check in with your team or your challengers, are they going to stick around and keep supporting you and keep supporting your business? Probably not. So you have to do those things every single day. And if you're going through a hard time in your life, which we all do because we are all humans, we have to keep showing up and share that and be able to connect with other people who are also going through hard times, because nobody is perfect and everybody goes through struggles in life. But when you keep showing up during all of those times, your business is going to keep thriving and it's going to keep producing an income and it's going to keep bringing people in. And that's what counts. But I think so many people get caught up in the craziness of life that they step aside for a little bit and just put coaching on the back burner or put their health and fitness on the back burner. And that's not what this is about. This is about continuing to show up in every single stage of life that you're in. I have these pictures up here because I just think about how, like, if you're a mom, like when you are in the last couple weeks or days of pregnancy and then you have your baby and you can't work out for like 6 weeks, you're like, how do I be a coach? And this is like an example of a hard time in life. When you can continue to show up for your team and you can continue to show people what we have to offer and what this business can do when you're not working and can support yourself in a time of craziness, like your business is still going to stay there and it's still going to thrive. And you have to remember that no matter what your situation is in life that you're going through, keep showing up. It will influence you down the road in a couple weeks, a couple days, a couple years, whatever it may be. Every single decision you make is going to be influenced down the road. So now, how do we actually grow and create a sustainable, consistent income with coaching? Like, we know all these different ways that we can make money through coaching and through showing up and all that stuff. But big thing, we talked about this earlier, one thing we hear all the time: hit Success Club, hit Success Club 5, hit Success Club 10. So great, so important. But when your bar is set very low at just hitting Success Club 5 or 6, like, that's great. Like, you earned an extra $150 this month for hitting Success Club 6. Everybody needs an extra $150, literally everyone. But is that $150 that you made this month because you hit Success Club 6 and didn't proceed from there going to pay for whatever you said that your income goal was with coaching? Is it going to pay for your mortgage payment for the month? Is it going to pay for your groceries every week? And no. Like, if that's your goal in coaching, that is so good, you guys. Everyone has different goals with coaching, but if you really want to grow and thrive and build this and have a consistent income, you need to set your bar higher. And the way that we do that is we create a ripple effect in our business. And I just like that. I just like this metaphor because you think, however long you've been in this business, think of all the people who you have signed up to do a workout, have signed up to be a coach, and all the people who they have signed up to be a coach and to get started on a fitness program. That is when you start to see and grow this sustainable business that continues bringing in an income. Like, what we do every single day when we're creating a ripple effect, we are leading and growing and supporting a big, not even big, a downline, not necessarily a big downline, but just other people. That's what we're doing as coaches. That's our job. And Beachbody is very generous when it comes to treating us as employees. And I know a lot of jobs, we don't have treatment like that. We don't get spoiled for doing what we're supposed to be doing for our job. Like, you just get a paycheck, here you go, great. But with Beachbody, we are very, very lucky, and our company rewards us like crazy. Somebody's unmuted. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm a squirrel. But Beachbody is very, very generous and rewards us for all of these things that we're doing that are technically in our job description of coaching. And for some of you newer coaches or people who don't have more of a downline team yet, or discount coaches or working coaches or whatever, most of like you can earn an income every single week with doing those tasks of supporting your team through different bonuses that Beachbody provides for us for showing up. And like that just, as a coach, like that just makes me feel so thankful and so lucky to work for a company that appreciates us and our hard work so much. I've never felt like that at a job before, and it's a really good feeling. But when you see these high earning coaches, they aren't making all of this income that they bring in from hitting like Success Club 5,000. And you have to remember that that is not a sustainable way to make a big income with coaching. Like, yeah, it's super great when you hit high Success Club numbers and you get that commission and you get that income on a weekly basis. But I mean, are you really going to be able to hit Success Club 20, 30, 40 every single week to bring in a significant income? And the answer is probably not, unless you're like Ashley Molstead. But what I mean is, in order to have a consistent income from month or from week to week to week or month to month to month, you don't want to always have to rely on how many challenge packs did I sell this week? How many people did I get signed up? Like, it shouldn't always have to be like that, because I think that in itself creates a little bit more stress on you as a coach. But there are ways to bring in consistent, successful income every single week, just because you are a leader of a team and you are guiding other people in doing what you do, treating your business like a business. And that's what's so cool about this is not just you have to sell all of these things in order to make a paycheck this week. Like, that's hard, you guys. And that is, I don't know. I don't personally love the idea of that, but I love the idea of being able to have a job with coaching that I get to work on myself, help other people, support other people, mentor other women to find this also and to work this as a job and also bring in an income with that. And success, like, you have to work for it. Okay. Success is earned every single day. People don't have it easier than somebody else. Don't rule yourself out for any reason at all. I've heard a ton of times that I'm just not seeing the results that I am looking for when it comes to growing a business in coaching or building a team or whatever it is. And this is not going to happen overnight. It's just not. And it's something that happens when you put in the work every single day, when you treat your business like it's a business for the goals that you have in mind, when you put in the hard work, and when you have a little bit of patience. And I know that's hard for some people. It's very hard for me. I'm very much a not patient person. But top coaches who we see every single day, they've been around for a long time. You've seen people with crazy success growing, and they have developed trust in their team. They have people coming back over and over, showing up with them every single day because that's what they did. And the numbers that they earned and that you see in the highlight reel of everything, none of that happened overnight for any of us. For me, for Morgan, for anyone, for any of the top 10 coaches, no one. It doesn't happen overnight. Maybe some people did it quicker than you, but again, you are this is your own business. You are on your journey, and it doesn't matter how quick somebody else did it. It does not matter. It matters how you show up for your business and what you are going to do with it. So to close out, the way that you decide to go about your business and to earn an income with coaching is very, very much dependent on you. There are so many ways to have this amazing, successful potential and huge amounts of freedom when it comes to income with coaching. But you have to decide what your goals are and what action needs to come through your power hours and through your business in order to make whatever your goal in mind is to happen. And your goal is always going to change over time too. It's never going to stay the same, and that's okay, and that's great. They are going to change from year to year, from whatever stage of life that you are in. And whatever that is, just make sure that you have your goal set very, very high and that you are looking towards your max potential with this business, because I know how it feels to completely doubt yourself in anything. Like when I first started this, I had zero belief in myself with anything. I had been very unsuccessful in a lot of things in my life. And why would this be any different is kind of how I thought about it, which is a terrible mindset to have. So please don't do that. But when you change your mindset and you start dreaming bigger and you put in the work that it takes to get there, you're going to be able to find that success. So that is all I have, but would love to answer any questions that you guys have if you have any, or if you just want to pop on and share some of your goals that you have to put them out there to the universe. I love some of that too.
So good. We probably should have said this at the beginning, but let me just look it up. 1 second.
Are you going to read the income disclaimer?
Yeah. So this should have been said at the beginning, but before we started all this, but Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. See our statement of independent coach earnings for the most recent information on the actual income of all of our coaches. So that should have been stated first. But I do think that's like really important. I used to think the income disclaimer was a load of crap and I hated putting it on anything. Put it on everything. If you talk about income, if you literally like, I make an income from this, just throw the income disclaimer on there. It's really important. And you Google Beachbody income disclaimer and it pops right up. But Kayla, that was so good. I knew you would bring the fire, and I'm really excited that you talked about this, because I do think it is something that is super, like, people don't want to talk about it. They shy away from income, but whether or not that is your main goal for getting in this business, and for some people it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. And for others, it's not. But you have to figure out your goals and work from that, just like Kayla said. And if you need help with that from kind of working backwards, like talk to your coach, whether it's me, Kayla, someone else, or if me or Kayla need to be the upline that get into that conversation, like we're happy to help. But it's just, I love how she just shared her journey with income instead of just sharing numbers and sharing something that I know when I first started seeing some of the big income, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, sure, obviously it's possible because people do it, but you don't actually think that it's possible until it starts happening. And so I love just hearing Kayla's story, and I know I can attest to the same thing of just consistently showing up over time. And that's what it is. Just like she said at the beginning, this is not going to happen overnight. None of this is going to happen overnight. It takes time to build, but if you're willing to put in the work and you have those goals, whatever they are, you will get there. So we appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing your story for sure, because I know it's not easy to be the one to talk about income. So does anyone have any questions for Kayla, or I can help answer too? But yay, Kelsey, that's awesome.
Oh, that's huge.
Raise the roof.
Love
Any
it.
questions? Yeah, I mean, it's 9 o'clock, so
Yeah.
there were 40 people on, and I really wanted to get
Oh,
a slide of everyone on, but I think I might still take 2 slides of everyone on
yes, do it.
before we get off, because that's freaking amazing.
But yeah, thanks guys for letting me talk about this tonight, seriously. And one of my biggest piece of advice is, if you are a coach, like, just don't be so afraid to talk about the money, because the opportunity that we do have with coaching to make this a job is very, very real. And there's a lot of people who are looking for something like that and can really, really benefit from it. I know my life would be very, very much different if I did not have this in my life. And that's something that will keep me going for the rest of forever.
For sure. It needs to be shared. Does anyone have any questions? Good. Anything else to celebrate?
I don't think so.
Cool. Well, short and sweet. I like it. I don't have any music, but if we did want to do a dance party, maybe everyone can just like wave whatever as I film through our.
Well, let's play a song. You want me to pick a song?
Yeah, you can play a song. That's fine.
What song should we play? Let me find it on YouTube. Somebody pick a song.
I don't know.
Kelsey, you probably have a good song. Come on.
Let's Go or something. Who knows? I'm bad at songs.
Me too. Guys, Level Up.
Level Up. There we go. That's a fine one.
There we go.
What a fine song. What a fine, good song.
I have a Disney movie on, so Warren can be preoccupied. So all I can think about is Disney. So.
Yeah, we're not. Well, I mean, we could do that, but.
I mean, A Whole New World. Woo! Welcome to.
All right, we good. Try not to wake my kid up.
Okay, everybody better dance. Have fun.
Oh. I can't boomerang, so somebody do it for me.
What happened to the music?
Can you hear it?
It cut off when you boomerang. That's okay. Yeah, well, thanks. Huh?
Did you get it?
Yeah, I mean, it cut out, but it's okay.
Everyone tag me because I was playing the tunes, so I couldn't.
You good. You good. Well, thank you everyone for getting on. Such a good call. We'll get the recording up tomorrow. I know everyone will like tag and be like, is the recording? It'll get up tomorrow. In case you didn't know, then when the recording stops, then it has to download onto my computer. Then I have to upload it to YouTube and then post it. So thanks for always having patience. But cool. Well, everyone have a great Thursday night. Happy Friday Eve. And we'll see you guys all next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.